In this lecture, I will discuss about microservices. In the previous lecture, we understood about the monolithic approach for the creation of an application. With monolithic way, your developer will write a single code for the entire application and deploy it on the server. But it was an old approach which were having numerous issues. And those issues have been fixed by introducing microservices. So with microservices, instead of writing the entire application in a monolithic way or with a single code, it has just created a small services of each features of a big application that is known as microservices. Or in simple words, we can say we have distributed or break up the big application into small services. So here I have taken an example of Facebook, which is having numerous features like login, newsfeed, story, post. Here you can see in this PPT. So with this microservices, what they have done, they have just split this big project, a big application into a small project. For login, the developer will write its own code and deploy it on a separate server, which is having its own DB and own storage. For another feature like newsfeed, the developer will write a code for it and deploy it, compile it on a server, and that server is connected with a separate DB, separate storage. So here you can see what they have done. They have created a microservices for each features of the Facebook or any application. For login, they will have separate microservice which is deployed on a server and attached with a separate DB and separate storage. So suppose for Facebook I have 50 features. So what developer will do? They will create 50 microservices, and those 50 microservices will deploy to a different server with its own DB and storage. Benefit is that each service is independent and more efficient. Suppose in future I want some changes in login feature of the application. Your developer will go there to the server and will do the changes and compile it and recreate it and deploy it on the server. It won't affect your other microservices because other microservices are working independently on other servers which is having its own storage and DB. So this is a big benefit. Suppose for post feature of the application, in future suppose the request is going too much for that. So what you can do, you can scale up that server because the post is running on separate server. So you can scale up that server, you can also increase the DB, you can also increase the storage. So that's a big benefit after introducing the microservices. So your Kubernetes is going to support these microservices that we are going to understand in the upcoming lectures. So that's all, we'll see you in the next lecture.